Hello and welcome home.
Hi everyone, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Let me make sure our mics are on. They should be, but just double check. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so
good.
hi. I hope you're all doing well. We have another celebrity announcement for House of Mouse Expo.
We do?
We do.
It's Ava, our dog.
It's Ava. Actually, she's on the couch. But before we do that, as usual, if you could share this video with your Facebook friends, we really would appreciate it because Facebook is rough these days.
It's poopy.
That was a great way to put it. And also, as usual, please let us know where you are watching from.
Please.
And if you are watching the replay, type replay and tell us where you're watching from because that's always really cool to see where everybody is tuning in at.
Happy birthday, John. It's John's birthday.
Well, happy birthday. So, I guess without...
Should we go to it right now?
Do you guys want to jump right into the announcement before we start talking about Disney news and such? The video is a little bit silly, but he did a good job.
It's funny.
Are you ready? Go.
Who are you?
My name is Pocahontas. This is how we say hello. Wingapo.
Wingapo.
And how we say goodbye. Ana.
I like hello better.
What kind of a princess are you? Some of us is finding a form of water and staring at it.
And we're back.
Are you excited? Yes, we have Irene Bedard, the voice of Pocahontas, coming to the House of Mouse Expo.
Very exciting. Very excited to have a Disney princess coming, so that's very cool.
Yes, and I actually, if you remember of any of the posts, I actually hosted a panel with Irene at the end of April at our friend Jeremy's convention. So I got to talk to her, know her. She actually has a pair of my earrings. But we had talked.
Took them right out of her ears. It was crazy.
She did not. So actually, her and I got to talking, and I mentioned our expo, and she's like, "Yeah, I want to do it," and she is. Yeah. So that is celebrity guest number 3 out of quite a few that we had. So Irene Bedard, Pocahontas. You're gonna totally want to check her out. House of Mouse Expo, January 20th to the 22nd, 2023, and our VIP information is finally here. So you want to talk about that?
Should I do our show intro since Shane
Okay, sorry. Do the show intro.
So you can insert this at the beginning. Hello and welcome to TMSM Weekly Live Show number 123 for June 6th, 2022. I'm Scott.
I'm Michelle.
Okay, now we can get back. So yes, so as Michelle was just saying, our VIP information is not live on the site currently, but it will be live today. We're going to have 2 different VIP passes. We're going to have a standard one, which will be your ticket for all 3 days. So keep that in mind. Last year it was only for 2 days. So this year it's for 3 days at the event. You get to get in 30 minutes before the general public all 3 days. You will get your special VIP badge and lanyard, because I consider those souvenirs when I go to a convention. So they're definitely a souvenir.
Because they are souvenirs.
Exactly. You'll get your VIP tote bag for House of Mouse Expo. You will get your House of Mouse Expo t-shirt also. as well as VIP line access to the celebrity meet and greets, first priority seating at the panels, and then you also get 20% off our booth at the House of Mouse Expo merchandise booth, which will be set up there to where we'll have the different merchandise there. So you get 20% off there just by showing your VIP lanyard. There is going to be a second VIP experience, which is actually called VIP Experience.
VIP Experience.
So it's everything I just mentioned, plus the ticket to the after-hour party on Saturday night. And this year's the after-hour party is going to be totally different than how we did it last year. This one's going to be just more music and having fun. There's going to be food. There's going to be DJ playing the music. There's going to be the cash bar like there was last time. It's not going to just be desserts. It will be actual food this time to eat on. Plus what else? Oh, and then there'll be favors and such. We're still working on the theme of the party because we're actually stuck between two different themes right now, and it really depends on certain guests if they sign or not. And if they agree to come, then we're going to theme it that way, and if they don't, then we're going to theme it another way for a different guest. So
yeah, so we have ideas. More will be revealed, but the after party is going to be great, and it's going to be a VIP party this time. So it will be included in the VIP experience. So if you go to housemousexpo.com, it will be live later.
It'll be live after the show. I'll have that live up there. I gotta put in the for the shirts and such, because you have to put what size shirt you need if you're gonna get the VIP package. The ones with the party though, there will be a limited number of those available because we just can't let everybody buy.
There's only so much room for the VIP party on Saturday night.
Right. So once that's sold out, it will be sold out. If by chance it doesn't sell out, we will open up just party tickets as we get closer to the show for anybody to purchase. They can just come hang out at the party. Last year, if you were at the party, you know a lot of our guests did come to the party.
The celebrities came to the party.
Everybody kept talking about Doug Jones on the dance floor, dancing with everybody and having a great time. So hopefully we get some of these guests to still come do that. I'm sure Lee will do that.
I'm pretty sure. I hear Lee is quite fun. So.
Yes, and some of the other guests that I know that we're going to be announcing, I have a feeling they'll be there as well. We're going to be announcing.
One of them I know for sure will be there. Yeah. But we can't say.
No, but next week we're going to be announcing
that person. Yeah. You know exactly who I was talking about.
I did.
But we'll announce that person next week.
So just to let you know, there will be another celebrity announcement next week. So we'll be putting that out there as well. We're doing Spooky Empire in 2 weeks, correct? Well, roughly a week from Friday. If I'm not mistaken.
We have set up a week from Thursday.
And we wanted to get programs and such, flyers made up so we could pass them out. So we had put 4 celebrities. So we do have one more announcement before we do Spooky Empire that we have to.
Plus a bunch after that. But if you're going to be in the Orlando area for Spooky Empire, find our booth because we will be there.
We will be there with our Lost Princess apparel, and then we will have stuff about the expo as well.
Yeah. Okay, put it back up so I can't see any.
Sorry, I was on the wrong screen.
No, you're okay because I can't see anybody. I can't see comments. Mine is not doing well for me this time.
And in regards to the VIP package, please keep in mind these are also early bird pricing. So pricing will go up as we get closer to the expo, just because we have to give numbers, and if they go up, they charge us more. So we have to do that way. So I do apologize. In the shirts, I'm trying to do them. I'm going to probably have them from small to 4X this time, just to make it easier for more people to have more options.
So that everybody can get a shirt if they want a shirt.
Exactly. But we will also have lots of House of Mouse Expo merchandise. We're already talking to a couple different people as far as creating that. One of them is Enemy Inc., who we've worked with in the past. They used to do Michelle's Shirt of the Month, and they will be doing hers once we get that going again. They're just kind of really backlogged because they were at Star Wars Celebration. But hopefully they're going to catch up, and then we're going to work on them getting our Expo merchandise.
And we will have vendor information out this week. So if you know somebody who would like to be a vendor, if somebody's an artist, if they're a crafter, if they make whatever. I mean, as long as it's family friendly and Disney oriented. Speaking of family friendly, again, we will have a cosplay contest. Like Sunday will be cosplay day, and all we ask is that it is under one of the Disney houses, whether it's Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars.
You say it like it's Harry Potter houses?
Hey, it's House of Mouse, so it's under the house.
Gotcha.
That's going to be my new thing, Disney houses. Anyway, but it has to be family-friendly costumes. If you
it does, yes.
Has to be. No ifs, ands, or buts, no pun intended about it.
She don't want to see no butts.
No butts. No, none of that. Family-friendly. Anyway,
Definitely.
So more about the House of Mouse Expo coming soon, but you can follow us on social media at House of Mouse Expo or go to houseofmouseexpo.com.
How can I follow that one? So lots of stuff. I also wanted to mention that the rooms are still available for the expo for that weekend. So if you go to our website and go to the accommodations tab, there's a link that will take you to the Embassy Suites booking link that gets you our special rate. And make sure you get that because there's a limited number of rooms available also, so you don't want to miss out on those.
I can't see any comments on mine, but I did just see that one of my besties is thinking of coming in January. Do it! Oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun.
Okay, you're coming to work if you come. You're not.
We're gonna put you to work, but it's gonna be fun. Okay. Anyway, houseofmostexpo.com. All right. So should we talk Disney now, like regular Disney?
If you would like to talk about Disney.
I guess so. It's weird because
the Disney house.
Under the Disney house. It's weird because this past week, every Monday when we do our show, I go back and look to see what happened in that week. Just so we can recap it. And holy cannoli, not much.
No, it was kind of a slow week, and I think a lot of that was we were still busy from the week before, personal stuff with Aiden's graduation and such.
Yeah, family just leaving town and all these stuff
we had to catch up on our LPA and all that other stuff.
We had to catch up on so much. I love it when we have family in town or friends in town. It doesn't happen as much as I would like it to. So I get really excited, and then we have to we try to take that little bit of time to enjoy whoever's in town, and then we have to play catch up afterwards. Exactly. But we're really trying to it's another thing. We're trying to do more live feeds. So I don't know if you saw this weekend. Was it yesterday? We did a live feed from the safari, which we actually got some pretty good animals.
And we did another ones. We were walking into the park, like our test feed.
Oh, we did a test feed, yeah.
And that worked really well. Actually, we started using a new system that allows us to push both to Facebook and YouTube, so that no matter which of those platforms you're on, you'll be able to see exactly the same thing.
Yeah, we're trying. So I think that because, not to give you a long story, but anybody who's a small business owner these days is having a hard time with reach, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So we are trying to, there's no way you're going to beat a Facebook algorithm because nobody knows how to do that, but.
And just as you figured out, they change it.
Exactly. So we're trying to do things to create more engagement, and doing live feeds is what we're hoping, and plus help build our YouTube. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy the different live feeds and such. Tomorrow we'll be doing one from Disney Springs, and we have more stuff coming as much as we can. But if you want to see us in person again, Spooky Empire the weekend after us. All right, so let's talk Disney. Well, Disney-ish. Actually, you know what? When I was writing notes, I don't even know if you read my notes.
I haven't.
But so it's more like Hot Topics week than really news. So we're doing kind of I know we don't usually do rumor and trash talk or whatever, but we're gonna kind of this week.
Great.
I mean, great.
Because I love that kind of.
I love talking about stuff like this. So, okay, so I thought the first thing that we could talk about, because it's been everywhere and we have tried to cover it as well to a point. And I'll tell you, it's gotten great interaction because everybody's talking about it. So as most of you know, Johnny Depp won his lawsuit last week. He was cleared of, everything that was lied about when it comes to him, and he won the defamation suit. So as soon as that happened, he's gotten tons and tons of support. But a lot of people were, there's been a huge public outcry for both Disney and Warner Brothers to apologize to this man for jumping on a bandwagon before they knew facts. And, I think we had talked about it before, that he had said during the trial that there's no way he would come back as Captain Jack because he was so hurt by what had happened. What do you guys think? I mean, I think there's a fine line of, yes, as fans, we would love to see him again, but I also get it if he's feeling a bit burned.
Well, I think one thing you can notice from Johnny Depp and a lot of the roles he's done is he does a lot of the smaller, not the big roles. He's done a lot of smaller films.
Yeah, he's done a lot of indie films and little films that it's not all big budget.
Exactly. I mean, everything Tim Burton's done, which I'm not saying Tim Burton's small.
No, he's not small.
But he's done almost how many Tim Burton films? And some of them weren't as big movies as others. But he was still part of them, and it's just fantastic. See, he's such a good actor.
He's a versatile actor, let's say that.
He is.
Many facets.
Yes, he can transform a character into becoming his. He is Jack Sparrow. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Nobody can step in and play that role. I think a lot of times that they jump to the the analogy of you're guilty until you're proven innocent.
Well, there's a lot of that
what
these
happened. And
days,
unfortunately, that's what
sadly.
happened.
But I would love to see him come back and finish Pirates like he said he wanted to. You know, he said that he wanted to give a closure to that story, give it a proper send-off, not just for the characters that it's been almost 20 years of building stories around, but also as the fans to give us kind of like a farewell in a proper way to these characters. Now, I would love to see that, but I get it if he doesn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense. And I think on Disney's side that they need to look from a financial standpoint right now, because Johnny does have so much support that if they come out with another movie, even if, I mean, the last Pirates movie was not great. We can just say that.
I liked it better than 4.
But it still wasn't a great film, but it still did fantastic at the box office. But I think if he came back and did one more, regardless of what the past movies have done, I think that people will go to see it just because of the hype of it
for the support. Now, I personally feel, again, anything you watch on these shows are written is opinion of the Main Street Mouse, not fact, not endorsed by Disney. Opinion by Michelle M. Atwood. Personally,
Michelle's not invited to a media event next week.
I love you, Disney. Personally, I don't feel. I feel that if Disney does another Pirates movie and excludes Johnny Depp and that whole situation, I think it's going to bomb. And I think that you cannot have Pirates without Johnny Depp. And if that's the way it's going to be, just let it fizzle.
Yeah,
okay, I was trying to think how the last one ended. The last one ended with the shadow of Davy Jones coming in with Will and Elizabeth and blah blah blah. Yeah. So they did kind of leave it open for more story. But most movies leave it open for more story. Wouldn't you say?
They need to, I think. You can't just have it close off because you never know. It's just like you always say about Marvel. Nobody dies on screen. They can always come back.
So I don't get sad about Marvel deaths. It's like, until the next movie or whatever.
Yondu never came back. So I'll just
Yondu did not come back.
But yeah, it's just, I think Johnny deserves to give that character the send-off. The character, as it's publicly stated, that was not the way Disney wanted that character to be. He created it. And then they liked it once, and then they realized the fans loved it, and then Disney's like, oh, wait, we need to go forward with this character because it's amazing and the people really love it, and it worked. So I think, yes, Johnny should be able to come in there and close out the story. How they'll close out the story, I have no idea. No idea how they can do that with him, because you don't want to see him no more.
No, I mean, he's still in the rides, he's still on the merchandise. If you go back and watch, because of all the hype, of course, networks are going to, profit on said hype. And they've been showing, like, all the various networks have been re-showing all the Pirates movies. Mm-hmm. Now, we love them anyway. But if you go back and actually listen to the dialogue of these movies, whether it's the first one, second one, World's End, it's very witty and it's very funny and it's very good. Mm-hmm. Those movies are great, and I think if they're going to do another one, they got to do it right.
Oh yeah, and I think what we missed in the last one, because we didn't get the full crew back from like that World's End. Yes. And I think that Lee Ehrenberg will be at the Expo this year, and Lee, as you know,
we have a pirate.
He was Pinto in the first 3 movies, and he was fantastic. And I think he and just so many of the other characters from those movies. Yes, Master Gibbs was in all of them. We saw him with Johnny. I think he was in all 5, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. So I think he would have to continue, but there's a lot of those other characters that people just grew to like because even their small roles were funny, or they did little things that just cracked you up. And you can need Barbossa. We need Barbossa back.
I would like to see Davy Jones back. Now, again, nobody ever dies in Disney movies. Like, there would have to be a way to bring him back.
He's all squeaky.
He was my favorite baddie. Out of the villains, I liked Davy Jones. I don't know why.
And the way he was played, the actor,
yeah,
just phenomenal the way he played him. And actually, all the people who were on that ship, all those actors, a lot of them were in bodies or the morph suits to create the character and the way that it came together. So it was just great, and I would like to see that. And I don't know how they would do it if they if Will Turner maybe gets off the Dutchman and Johnny takes over the Dutchman.
We could write it. We'll help you write it.
Yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer, just give me a call. I'm not doing
Johnny
anything
Depp,
on Wednesday morning.
We have an expo if you'd like to come.
Johnny, you are welcome to
You
come.
are welcome to come.
I guarantee I can get enough money for your first class airfare, your hotel.
We'll sell whatever we have to. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great. It's not going to happen. Actually, it's funny because Lee Ehrenberg, I've become really good friends with Lee over the last year and a half or so. And he's told me, he goes, oh yeah, you got to side with Johnny, our captain, and he still talks to Johnny. And so it's kind of cool that they still keep in touch and such. And he said Johnny on the set was that kind of guy that didn't matter what your role was in the movie, that he
treated everybody with respect, and he was very humble. So that's really nice.
And then
to hear.
Shane brought up about the videos you see of Johnny going to hospitals dressed as Jack Sparrow
Yes!
for the children. Which
Yes.
The court case came out. A lot of information came out about both sides, and I'm not going to say that both parties are completely innocent. But the things that Johnny did for others and reaching out to the hospitals to go there and help these children who their whole life is, a lot of it is sadness, sadly. And him to go in there in full character. And from what I heard, he traveled with his costume.
He did. And you know what's funny is one of our, I want to say it was 2013, one of the first major viral videos or articles I had ever written that went everywhere was about Johnny Depp traveling with Captain Jack. And I wrote an article about how when he travels for movies and different, sets for things, that he would have his Captain Jack costume in his suitcase. And in between filming and downtime, he would put on the Captain Jack costume and go to children's hospitals. And I always thought that was such an amazing thing because, these actors, they're very privileged and, to be able to want to extend themselves and do wonderful things for other people. I thought it was great. But yeah, coincidentally, I remember when that article took off, I got pingbacks from a bunch of different states. And I think I sat on the couch and cried. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was pretty
back in Michigan, because I was like, I just wrote about it because I thought it was really nice that he was doing that, and boom. So other people agreed with it.
Yeah, it went everywhere. It was insane. And didn't the one guy who was in the fourth movie, who kind of became his assistant in that movie, didn't he travel with him to some of them?
He went when they were filming part 4.
That guy went with him.
That guy went with him.
Yeah.
That was part 4, the one with the mermaids.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It was that one.
Yeah, because part 5 was the one with the one that Johnny had done something to that captain when he was younger, because they had the younger version of Johnny Depp.
That's Sparrow, right.
And then he runs into him as he gets older. So.
Okay. Anyway. So maybe Disney and Warner Brothers will give him an apology.
Warner Brothers, I felt bad because he did get kicked out of the Harry Potter series, and that series is just Pirates is big, but so is Harry Potter, and that was a huge role he had in that series, and he lost that one as well. So I felt bad that he lost that, as on top of the. Not that he's not going to rebound from any of this. He doesn't have to go back to Warner Bros. He doesn't have to go back to Disney. It would be his choice to do it all. But I think it would be great to see a send-off for Captain Jack Sparrow.
I do too.
We're doing a Disney Plus series.
Isn't everything on Disney Plus
yes,
these days?
That's why I'm always watching it.
But I'm sorry. Again, opinions are my own. I like going to the movies. I like get myself a Diet Coke, get some popcorn. Like, some of those seats are nice and comfy now. There's just something about going to the movies. It's fun. And I think that, there's something to be said for staying home and watching TV as well, because we do that a whole heck of a lot. But sometimes it's fun to take the kids and go to the movies. Like, I want to go see the new Jurassic Park at the movies, which as soon as Andrew's not working, that's what I want to do, because it is fun to go. So I don't know. Don't you think that there is something to be said for going out to the show?
I think there is. I think COVID really put a damper on the movie theater. It hurt that industry so bad. And they're still trying to rebound. And then everybody went to streaming services. And Warner Brothers, one of them. They went with HBO to show all their first-run movies. A lot of them.
We watch a lot of streaming services at home, but for me, I'm all about crime shows and crime documentaries.
Somebody's asking, and So it says Facebook. Is that a new Star Wars shirt Michelle is wearing? Actually, no, it's not Star Wars.
Actually, no. Facebook user who I can't tell who
Yeah, we're not sure who that is.
Yeah, there's something wrong. I can't see comments, and
They have to grant permission to stream to see their names.
Here, I'll hold it up better. It is from Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
So it's Spaceship Earth in the background, rocket, and the ship itself is on the shirt. Guardians. So, yeah.
So yeah, Guardians. So anyway, but yeah, crime shows. That's what we usually watch on streaming service. Scroll.
I watch Obi-Wan. She watches crime shows. Is anybody watching Obi-Wan? Because that show is awesome.
He said, I haven't seen it yet. He watches it when I watch 90 Day Fiance.
And I keep telling her, you need to watch this. And we still need to watch Stranger Things, so we're really behind on
I will. I was getting ready in the bathroom the other day, and he was watching Obi-Wan, and I could hear the sound of Darth Vader breathing from the other room.
You just ruined it for everybody who hasn't seen it.
What? Darth Vader is, everybody knows because Hayden Christensen is in it. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
We assume he's in the suit. We don't know yet.
But it's funny because I could hear the breathing coming from the other room, and I always think of Spaceballs and Dark Helmet and stuff.
Episode 3, if you're a Vader fan, you will love episode 3 if you haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Making me feel like I ruined something for somebody because I wouldn't want to
You ruined it!
You ruined it!
Hashtag you ruined it.
Hashtag ruined it. I wouldn't do that on purpose, but I did hear breathing in the other room. And it wasn't Ava. Or
close.
Jack.
They're very close.
Ava and Jack kind of sound a little Vader-ish, but
yes, you need to start watching Obi-Wan, Lily. Definitely. Jenny said she loves it. You need to watch it and rewatch it. I agree. Claire says it's good. Off the charts. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal series. It's probably my favorite Disney Plus series yet, and that's saying a lot because I love The Mandalorian. I even liked Book of Boba. I love Falcon and Winter Soldier. I absolutely love Obi-Wan now because that is my favorite Star Wars character of all time. So to see his story played out is it's awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read comments because I don't know why I can't see comments, but it's
I think we're having a problem with it. Actually, yours doesn't have the comments turned
No.
on.
No, Shane, I don't watch Love After Lockup. I haven't gotten into that one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Joe's asking, was the guest announced? Yes, Joe, we did announce it early on. It was Irene Bedard, the voice of Pocahontas, will be at the House of Mouse Expo.
Yes. And I will put stuff on House of Mouse Expo's social media when we're done here too. So, okay. So another, wait, okay. So, apology, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Another thing that hit this week, I'm trying to think of the articles that people yelled at me most about this week. You know, I read those comments, right? And if you go look at our main wall, and some of these have over 200 comments, and I just like.
Just so you know, every comment that's coming across right now, she will read them before she goes to bed.
I will. Like when we get off the feed, and I'll probably, have a bowl of cereal or something.
So if you want to mess with her, just type stuff in the comments.
Do not mess with me.
Shane.
No. Anyway, yelling in the comments. Yes. Okay. So, the actress who was Princess Tiana Anika Noni Rose said, kind of whoops, last week, that the Splash Mountain overhaul is still happening because she is doing voice work for the ride, and it's going to open in 2024. Now, a Disney exec came out after and said, well, we don't have any details as far as, so like, yes, they're switching, what?
Is it the same Disney executive that said Guardians wasn't opening on Memorial Day weekend?
Maybe.
After the ones that it was? Just curious.
And it might be that same exec that says maybe Johnny Depp will be back. There's a maybe guy out there somewhere that's like his job is to rebut maybe everything.
I want that job.
I can say maybe for a living. Actually, I kind of do because I don't want to say for sure.
Shane said you and his wife need to hang out because you get along like gangbusters.
Oh, I love my reality TV.
And then me and Shane go to every place.
Do y'all like crime shows by chance? Because I do.
Y'all like donuts? I do.
Donuts and crime shows. That could be like our own spin-off type of thing.
And Jenny said, don't take the negative comments personally.
Oh, I know, Jenny. I do though, and so when I'm in a mood, I'll fight back a little bit. Or people that critique, like, well, that's not what it says. Well, actually, it is what it says if you read it. But anyway, so
she does get. You could put 10,000 comments that are all positive. If there's one out there that's negative, that's the one that really gets to her. And she sits there and
heck yeah.
And I keep telling her, say, 1 out of 10,000 said something bad. You really think that's what it is?
Because I take it to heart, and I put my heart into everything that we do at the Main Street Mouse, or Lost Princess Apparel, or House of Mouse Expo, or whatever. So, of course, I get upset when people are nasty. But I will say that if you look across social media these days, everybody's nasty everywhere. People just want to fight.
You're feisty today. You said a couple times, this is my opinion, not that of the Disney company. You want to fight? Everybody's nasty.
We'll fight. Anyway, maybe I'll just be quiet.
No, go ahead.
Oh no!
Let's go on to your second.
You called me feisty, so I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet now. So you go ahead.
No. Go ahead and talk about your Splash
I
Mountain
got nothing to say.
transformation.
I got nothing to say.
I didn't read the article, so I can't talk about it either. I'm dealing with Lost Princess Apparel. The Expo.
Don't even. How do I expect anybody to read our articles when he doesn't even know what's going on?
I don't have time. I can stop sleeping and then I'll have time.
All right, anyway, so she did say that the transformation is still happening. But an exec said, well, we're not going to talk about that right now. So
ignore the person behind the curtain.
Right. So I really think that, because as soon as we put that out, everyone started fighting in the comments, of course. And it was kind of the fighting was, that's not true. And other people, yes, it is. And then they shouldn't change it. And yes, they should. And
here's the, as I always say, the kicker. Nobody knows who's on social media talking about it. So it's like, if she is the voice of Tiana and she's recording pieces for it, and most likely it tells her if it's going to be done or not. But she could be recording it could be 10 more years before it comes out. She could be recording it and it could be 2 years.
Could be.
Who knows? You just take it with a grain of salt and see what happens. And
so then people were starting to ask me, well, when is my last chance to ride Splash Mountain the way it is? I don't know.
Tuesday.
I don't know. And as soon as I do know, I will let you know. But I don't know. It was just something that she kind of said, and then she didn't say anything else. So it's not like she proceeded with giving out more information. Right. Actually, after she said that, she said, I cannot say anything else.
No, and she doesn't want to get in trouble because she doesn't want to get in trouble.
Right. And, people with Disney, they try to walk a line with the company. And
well, like what happened to Bradley Cooper. He's not rocking anymore. Gotta be careful.
I'm even careful, even though, I'm nobody. And
they'll find another Michelle to replace your voice. They'll turn animatronic and you'll just sit there.
No, I mean, like, I value getting to do cool stuff with Disney, so I try to be as nice as I can. What?
Ryan Scott, so you don't know when Tron was soft open?
No, I don't. But I will tell you as soon as I know, I will put it out ASAP.
But at the last LOL, our friend Lou Mangello, who was on camera at the time, did say everybody might be surprised with how soon it is.
They're really moving along quickly on that ride.
If it was anybody else but Lou, I'd say, you probably don't know what you're talking about. But Lou saying it makes me wonder, okay, what does he know?
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we don't know about Splash Mountain, nor do we know about Tron.
What about Mary Poppins?
I'm
just joking. I'm just throwing something else out there.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to sit here and go, I don't know, because I don't know anything.
Okay, what's your next hot topic, Wendy Williams part 2?
Okay, yeah. So next on Hot Topics, another thing people are yelling about is that whole botched proposal at Disneyland in Paris. So we did put out an article about it yesterday, but since Facebook doesn't show anything, a lot of people aren't seeing it till today, which there has been kind of a conclusion to said situation that I'm going to put that out. Sean's writing it up. I'm going to put it out after the show. So yeah, in case you didn't see, it was on Twitter that a guy was up on a platform at Disneyland Paris, got down on his knee to propose to his fiance. A cast member ran in between, grabbed the ring right out of the dude's hand, and was like, "No, down here." So Okay, so I guess he wasn't supposed. Okay, here's what I'm trying to figure out. So they were on a platform that they weren't supposed to be on. But now another thing I read said that the guy asked the cast member if he could go on the platform, all right, just for the proposal.
And he was given permission.
And give him permission. Other cast member who snatched the ring apparently didn't know that he had. So there was a big old miscommunication. But if it were me, I mean, there's rules are rules. I get that.
Yep.
But if it were me, I probably would have waited for the man to get off his knee before I went and scooted them along.
Well, my question is, where's the cast member that supposedly gave permission? Because if you're a cast member that gives permission, shouldn't you probably be there in case another cast member comes up to ask, what are you doing?
That guy swiped that ring, though.
No, but what I'm saying
quick.
is if another cast member would have been there, kind of like,
well,
hey,
okay, but
okay.
Did you see the video?
He
ran between those people so fast, maybe the other cast member didn't have time
You could
to
have
stop
tackled
him.
him in the middle of that stage.
I mean, he was like lightning, bam, between them, grabbed the ring and everything. Now, I don't think it should have grabbed the ring. I don't think I would have done that. I think regardless, it's going to be a memorable proposal.
She did say yes, so I do know
She said yes, so she obviously wasn't too upset.
So at the wedding, they're going to bring that cast member back to go steal the ring again.
When he goes to put the ring on her finger in front of the pastor or whatever, he can come
I would do that. I would pay that cast member to show up at the wedding just to do something like that to make a joke of it.
The guy was fast.
He was.
The guy was really fast.
Ryan wants to know when Bibbidi Boppity is reopening. Do you know that one?
I don't know. Soon.
Ryan's just going to harass you.
It's just soon. I don't know.
Yeah, drunks can climb the building at Mexico.
I don't think they got permission for that either. But
that one I guarantee they didn't give permission.
But there's a sign there now that says "Don't climb the wall," basically. So it's almost like when people do silly things, then they put out a sign, and usually it's commonsensical things like, "Hey, don't climb this pyramid." Or whatever you want to call it.
Don't stand on this table.
Don't stand on the table. Don't go up on this platform. Just don't. And
it's a weird situation. I would have thought if the other cast member should have been somewhere around there.
Did you see how fast he was?
I understand that. If the other cast member would have been on the stage, maybe off to the side.
Maybe he was. That guy was so quick. It was fast. I've never seen somebody like spring into action like that.
He's doing a good job.
It was like he was like somebody rescuing a cat or something out of a tree. He was like,
that guy, if you need something done,
right? He's your guy. If you need something really, really quick, or or you ever see like TV commercials when something is falling off a shelf or something in slow motion, and they're like, no.
It's the Bounty paper towel commercials.
And you catch it.
Yeah.
Because he was really fast.
Bounty
I really don't think that the man meant any harm. He was just trying to do his job. I just think it was just maybe a poor reaction.
And in his eyes, he probably was just like, I get these people off the stage.
Because he knew that they're not supposed to be up there. So I can see both sides.
And what I would have thought is, well, then they're going to take 5,000 pictures on the stage after they propose. It's like, I need to get them off the stage before I get yelled at.
I mean, all a girl wants is a memorable proposal. And she got one. and now everybody knows about her proposal. It kind of went viral.
Courtney's quoting you. She said, but did you see how fast he was?
Did you see how fast he was? He was, bam, lightning speed. I've never seen it. He was like, Dash in The Incredibles.
He was. That maybe he was auditioning for Incredibles 3.
Right?
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, guy was quick. But she did get a memorable proposal, let's just say that.
For darn sure.
And in the years from now, they can tell their kids and grandkids, guess what happened?
You will be able to find that on YouTube. And at that point, probably 30 million views.
You can Google that stuff. So, so tomorrow we're going to Disney Springs. We've been going to Disney Springs a lot, and I think it's because the parks have been so busy. And just to...
You don't need a reservation.
You don't need a reservation to go to Disney Springs? Not yet.
Don't say that. Now people are going to think you're starting a rumor.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Again, I know nothing.
Do we trust her?
Opinions are my own, and I know nothing.
Okay, Miss No Opinion.
But follow me on social media for more nothingness. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so tired.
We're going to turn all these clickbait sites.
I'm so sorry. Can you tell we're tired today? It's because we're working really hard.
The weather's not helping.
And the weather doesn't help. So, okay, Disney Springs. So we're going to, they have, okay, so where the ill-fated NBA experience was, they have like this virtual Star Wars thing in there, put on by Meta, which is Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
So tomorrow,
Zuckerberg.
we are going.
I don't like that guy.
We're going to check it out tomorrow, so you'll have to watch for that. They invited us to come and do that. But we always talk about food here. So I thought we would talk a little bit about Disney Springs food.
Usually our food is like, we're just talking about something else and we throw food in there. You're like introducing it.
I'm like, no, because like we eat at the Springs a whole lot, it seems.
Splitsville. Go to Splitsville.
I was going to say our current favorite is Splitsville.
And then as you're leaving there, you go to Everglades and get a donut. Or 10.
A donut or 10? So let's talk about Splitsville for a moment, shall we?
I like their donuts.
It's Splitsville?
No, at the other place. But Everglades is owned by Splitsville, so it's all the same.
Is it? Is it the same company?
Yep, same company.
Okay, anyway. So Splitsville. So and not only does Splitsville have decent food, you can pretty much get in there. Like if you check your app and there's no available reservations, ignore that. Because they have outdoor seating. You can sit up by the bar. What?
Oh, Becky's on my side. She's Splitsville's a hidden gem.
It is a hidden gem.
It is. And then Ryan said you can just go to his house on his Oculus and play the full game that you're going to see tomorrow.
It's an immediate thing. I have to go. Splitsville. So why I like Splitsville, by which what opinions are my own.
I'm going to put a disclaimer on.
Okay, because a lot of times you can't find any place to eat, correct? Or the lines are super duper long. So if you go to Splitsville, like for example, our son's birthday was a week and a half ago, and we had a large group of us because my family was in town. So we didn't have reservations because they didn't have any. And part of the restaurant was closed for whatever reason.
The whole upstairs.
And we still got in at Splitsville and moderately. I think we waited
like an hour. Roughly an hour we waited, but we just
and half the restaurant was closed. So what we did was they'll page you, and it wasn't even, it's probably like 40 minutes. But normally, and it was busy, but normally you can go up to the bar and sit right down, or you can sit outside and you listen to music and people watch and sit right down. Also, they have amazing frozen drinks there. If you like the frozen that you can do, they'll what do you call that when they stack them up?
Mix them.
They like
layered,
like
a parfait,
like a boozy parfait. Like they have like a rum runner type of thing. They have a pina colada. They have some strawberry thing. It's all really good. And they have this chicken stir fry there. It's like my favoriteest thing. I'm starving. I'm dieting for our cruise in a couple weeks.
And everybody said the sushi. Somebody just said great sushi and drinks.
Everybody says that about the sushi.
I don't eat sushi and she don't eat sushi, so we don't know. But our kids both have. Her dad did. I think your brother did also.
Everybody likes the sushi
or your
there.
mom maybe.
Do they have sushi that doesn't have raw fish in it there?
Well, the shrimp one was cooked, but it would kill me if I ate it. So.
No, but I mean, you know how you can get sushi that doesn't have like fish in it?
Like frushi?
Not frushi, but they do like a California roll that doesn't have.
I'm sure they have something.
Fish. Because I would try that.
They also have really good loaded fries appetizer, which are probably one of the best appetizers I've ever gotten. And you wouldn't think it's anything big. You wouldn't think French fries with cheese queso on them and then bacon.
It's queso mixed with ranch and stuff. Actually,
it is so good.
And the fries aren't greasy at all.
You could like
whip that whole basket down pretty quickly.
We got it on my birthday because that's where we went for my birthday dinner. And me and her, just the two of us, we ordered the appetizer and we ate way more of it than we probably should have, because then we hardly could eat our dinner.
By the time I got my chicken stir fry, I was so full, and I think I felt terrible the rest of the night because I ate way too much, which happens at Disney. Plus, I had a pina colada, and that's thick too. No wonder I wouldn't feel good. I had loaded fries, pina colada, chicken stir fry, and I'm sure I had something sweet in the mix somewhere.
I'm sure somewhere around there. I know we didn't get donuts that night, but we did eventually.
He likes the donuts. I
love
prefer
donuts.
Voodoo Donuts at Universal. I know. Take my Disney
I don't
card
even know
away.
who she is.
I like cake donuts better than
They have that
Nate's
cake
donuts.
donut at Everglades now. That you said was good.
I like Voodoo Donuts better.
Trader.
Sorry. But they do have really good like cold drinks at Everglades.
All I know is I don't see Universal inviting us to media.
Okay, it's not Voodoo Donuts' fault, is it? Sure. But yeah, so we've really spent a lot of time eating at Disney Springs lately. Do you remember we used to just, whenever we go to the Springs before, it was always like total Creatures of Habit.
God, I can never get an Earl sandwich again. I miss the old Wolfgang Puck Express that used to be over
That
by.
was good.
That was good. The new Wolfgang is good, but I liked the old one. It was nice. I love pizza, and their pizza was really good over there. So.
He gets pizza everywhere. He gets it at Splitsville.
I do. Their buffalo chicken pizza is fantastic.
Too hot for me, like my lips were on fire. I couldn't eat it.
And then they have the honey hot pizza, which is even hotter.
I can't do that honey hot stuff. I mean, I want to. You ever have like food that you really want to like and you keep trying and it just doesn't do it for you?
Me and Shane are going to start a food channel. We're going to film it at Everglades. Because I've heard the chicken sandwich there is like one of the best in all of Walt Disney World.
You've had their loaded waffle
Loaded
fries
waffle
there.
fries are good, but I need to try that chicken
And
sandwich.
don't they have a burger that's on a donut or something?
I don't know if it's on a, it might be on
There's
a sweet roll of some sort.
I'm thinking it's on a donut or some sort of something or other.
I will try it all.
God, I'm hungry.
I know I'm starving now. Thanks for bringing all this up. Let's talk more about food when we're hungry and haven't eaten dinner yet.
So I mentioned that the reason I'm starving is we are going on the Disney Wish in 3 weeks for
We are?
media cruise. And
What is it? It's called the christening cruise.
The christening cruise. So we get to go on the Wish before the general public does, and I keep telling my kids it's like it's gonna be clean and fresh and hasn't been messed with yet.
And just in case you're wondering, if you would like to go on the Wish also, we're going to have our TMSM fan cruise on the Wish in May of 2023. You can find, if you go to our website, you'll see the little banner link where you can click on that, fill out a little information about you and your party, and then somebody from Becky, Macon, and her team will contact you about giving you a quote for going on the cruise with us. So you could actually sail on the Wish in it'd be less than a year old at that point.
Yes, and if you want to go on the TMSM fan cruise, you have to use our link and go through MEI Mouse Fan Travel in order to be included in our group and get all the little perks and activities and fun stuff that we're going to do.
And if by chance you saw the dates we're going, you said, oh, I'm just going to book it myself, contact Becky and her team and they will work to try to transfer it to them for you, depending on how long it's been, and get you in with the group, because that way you get all the swag and you get all the special things that we're going to be doing on the ship while we're there. So Becky, I know was in the comments earlier. I'm not sure if she's still on or not, but her team is awesome. She's awesome. And if you have any questions or anything, they will help you along the way. But if you go to our website again, you will see a little picture. It's got the Wish on it and just talks about the fan cruise. Click on that. It'll take you to a little contact us form. Fill out the information there. Email will get sent over to them, and somebody will contact you and get you the information you're looking for.
Right, and if you feel like you can't afford a cruise, you don't have to pay all in one spot. You put down a deposit, and you have all this time to pay on it. And MEI Mouse Fan Travel, their services are free, so you will get all the planning and be part of our special group at no extra cost to you.
Stacy says she will be there.
Yay, Stacey Thompson! We're gonna have such a good time. So excited.
I'm thinking about going. I'm not sure yet.
You're going. Well, I guess that's it for this week. We are out of topics.
We're
out of topics.
Have you ever heard something at Disney that just made you kind of shake your head?
Oh God, where are you going with this?
What happened today?
Oh geez, don't be snarky because I'm
not
not
snarky.
gonna feel
I
the
thought
nasty comments.
I thought it was funny. I just thought it was more funny. So we're standing in line. We went on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which the pre-show is back. The full pre-show, which was cool because you see the explosion happen, and then you walk through the
not a real explosion.
No, the simulated explosion. So we walk through there, and we go into the ride, and the people behind us, they're like, "Isn't it weird that Goofy's a cow and driving a train?" And I'm like, "Goofy's a cow." Right? It was one of those things that like it hits you in your head, and then you think about it, and then you end up having a headache because your brain is just trying to process that.
Atwood almost spontaneously combusted when he heard Goofy called a cow. And I'm just like, let it go.
And her response to me was, well, Clarabelle's the cow. Well, Pluto's the dog. But Goofy's a dog also. So it's like, come on. it floored me. And the whole family agreed. Yeah, that's a cow.
No, I think the mom finally corrected them
Did she?
and
I
said
didn't
that
hear
it's
her.
not a cow. He's not a cow.
Oh yeah, there's Becky. She put the link in there for people to go ahead and fill out. So.
Yeah, so the cruise link is in the comments section. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
So yeah, poor Scott. He had a hard time today with the whole
did.
cow situation.
I did because I got to know Bill Farmer last year, and I'm like, no, it's a dog. And then Jason Marsden, who's a friend of ours, is Max Goop. His
Who's
son,
also a dog.
who's not a cow. He's not a heifer.
Heifer?
What is that?
Be
No.
a calf.
Cat.
Jeez, Mark
could be a
is
heifer.
a heifer. Oh my god.
I'll call him after his face, a heifer.
Is that? I got nothing. I'm not saying.
You know what? Jason probably would laugh about it. I think it's funny. He's a cat. He's a cow. He's a heifer. He's everything. He's Max Goof, a dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. All right.
Is the Facebook page up for the cruise? Yes, Stephanie. Actually, if you go to our website, like I said, there's a link on the right-hand side. And I think there's actually a tab at the top that you can click on.
If you go to the Facebook page, there should be something under events.
I didn't realize you had it on
I
Facebook. Yeah.
think.
So the website
Or
the
is
Facebook
it
page.
not? Where do I have it?
I know for sure it's on the website. So if you go to mainstreetmouse.com, on the right sidebar, you should see a picture with the wish and talks about TMSM Fan Cruise. But also, I believe I have it in the menu bar, TMSM Fan Cruise.
So if you do a drop down, it'll be there.
I don't think you have to do a drop down. It's just
Or like if you're doing it on mobile, you just scroll all the way down. Is that right?
yes.
I was gonna check for you.
Check it really quick here to see.
Because I know you can't see like the sidebars on the phone. So
Yeah, I think it'll be at the bottom then.
yeah, and you can get a free quote. Intro. Is it
I
there?
don't have it in the drop down, but I know it's on the bottom.
Okay, yeah, just scroll down if you're on mobile.
Yeah, the mobile view, just scroll all the way to the bottom. If you're on the desktop, you should see, there, well, I just passed it. There it is. And it just says TMSM Fan Cruise at Disney Wish. I don't know if you can, probably won't be able to see it because of the screen. Oh, sorry, you can't. But it just says TMSM Fan Cruise Disney Wish May 1st, 2023. And then it's got MEI Travel and Mouseman Travel, their logo at the bottom. So look for that, click on it, and once you click on that, it just takes you to like I said, a contact us form. And they just want some basic information and know that if you currently have an MEI travel agent that can help you with this one, what type of party size, what type of room you're looking
What
for.
you're looking for, they can hook you
They'll
up.
help you out with all that. And then they're gonna take care of everything for you. So it's just
Easy peasy.
save
You don't have
yourself
to
any
worry.
hassle, and they're gonna do it all for you, and they're not gonna charge you a dime to do it. It's the exact same price with them or without them, but go with them because they're gonna take care of everything and make it a magical trip for you.
Yes, and actually they handle they are our
Everything.
travel partners,
Yes.
and they handle all travel for us. So if you need help booking a vacation, anything, MEI Mouseman Travel, and their link is on our site.
And they do more than just Disney, don't they?
They do.
They do. So
Well,
if you
then
need
everything.
anything, reach out to the team, and they should be able to help you with anything you need.
Yes. Or if you're planning to come in for the House of Mouse Expo next January, you might want to hit them up for that too. Because it's going to be fun.
Come in for the House of Mouse, stay an extra week, go to Disney.
Go to Disney. You know, I'm just really looking forward to it. Now, mind you, we only announced 3 people, and I'm like bursting at the seams because I want to tell you everybody who's coming and all our plans, but I'm going to behave and not
Do
tell
we
you.
have 7 more already signed? We're going to have more than last year. We already know that for sure. There is no doubt about that because I have, I think, 7 other ones already signed, and I have feelers out to 5 more people, I believe.
It's going to be
5 or 6. I
good.
can't remember.
You don't want to miss it.
Actually, I think it's more than, I think we might be at 7 or 8 more that we still have to announce.
I don't know. So anyway, well, we will wrap up for tonight. Go to houseofmouseexpo.com and check out those VIP packages. And what's really cool about the VIP packages is you get free stuff with it, or stuff with the package, like the shirts, the lanyards, the tote bag, the whole thing.
And it'll be much better than last year's. Last year was still our first year. We're still learning it. This year, the merchandise is going to be a lot better. So make sure
And
you
plus the front of the line for the
saves you a lot of time.
like if you want to, let's say you want to go meet Mickey Mouse,
Mr. Brett Island.
Mr. Brett Island, who will be at our expo. I want to meet Brett, but his line is really long. Oh, look it, I have the VIP
Yeah,
badge.
VIP, you skip the long line.
You get to skip the long line.
Then you just get brought to the front, and then when he's done with whomever he's at the table with, you would go first, and the next person will go after you. So it's definitely a benefit. And like I said, VIP is going to be limited to the expo. So they're once they're gone, they're gone. And again, with the party that we're going to do on Saturday night, you want to get those tickets as well, because once those are gone, those are gone. And the party is going to shape up to be even better than last year's party was good. This year's going to be great.
I think with last year with Pleasure Island Rewind, I loved the idea, but we want to go with a different direction this time. Something, because Pleasure Island is something not everybody remembers. So we want to do something that I believe that everybody is going to get a kick out of and have a good time. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we're working on the theming of that, and we should have more news about that probably within the next couple weeks.
So next Monday, you'll have to come back and see what we're blabbing about, and find out who our next celebrity announcement will be.
Who could it be?
I know. So, as always, thank you guys so much for tuning into our random silliness all the time and for following what we do all week with all the stuff that we put out. We could not do any of this without you. We appreciate it so much. And you can also follow the Main Street Mouse on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all of those things at the Main Street Mouse, YouTube at the Main Street Mouse, and don't forget to follow House of Mouse Expo too.
And also Lost Princess Apparel.
Oh yeah, Lost Princess Apparel. There's that. Our pre-orders end tonight for that. They have the Main Street Electrical Parade and Stitch and all those, and the Mickey Pretzels, those patterns and stuff that ends tonight. So
these new patterns are great. Actually, from what I saw, they came out really good. I'm really impressed with these ones. So it's gonna be hard to top these ones, but I can figure out a way.
So, okay, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for everything. We'll see you next week.
Take care, guys.